Yo, this your boy Q Bar. You already know I'm the host of the Barcode Podcast 414. And if y'all don't know, now y'all know. But today, man, we got a Milwaukee legend, man. For real. Milwaukee legend, man. We all the way out here in Arizona, man, doing a podcast, man. And he is a legend, man. Like I told, if y'all don't know, man, it's Damon Garrett, man. He's the older brother of DIANTE Garrett, and he's the son of the legend Dick Garrett, man. Y'all welcome my big bro, Damon Garrett, bro. How you doing, Brody?
What it do, man? How you doing, family? What it is, man? What it is, world?
Man, doing good, man. I'm excited about this one, man. I ain't even gonna cap, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but before we get into the show, man, I gotta give him his flowers, man. He's a Riverside High School alumni, man. I don't know if y'all know, man. He played with Peanut Butter, man. He went to MATC, man. And he also played at Wisconsin Whitewater. He's an alumni there, man. Like I said before, y'all, he's the older brother of DIANTE Garrett and the son of Dick Garrett, man. But before we get into it, though, bro, I want to ask you this, man. I got one trivia for you, man. I sat and thought about this.
I'm ready.
In prime, in basketball game of 3 dribbles, who will win, man? Damon Garrett, Dick Garrett, or DIANTE Garrett? In their prime, bro.
I'm always gonna bet on myself, man. But I'm gonna bet on myself.
You got
my prime. It'll be tough though. It'll be a good matchup. In my prime though, I definitely bet on myself though. But
yeah, for sure.
It ain't gonna be easy.
Yeah. Cause how tall is your pops?
I'm dad about 6'3.5".
6'3", and DG about what? 6'5"?
6'4.5".
I'll give him 6'5".
Give him that little half of the NBA inch.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that'd be good to watch though. Like, to be honest, man, I'd never forget, dude. I was actually just telling K. Lou this the other day. I don't know what gym it was. Of course, it was in Milwaukee, man. And when I used to go to the Oakland gyms, I always heard, Damon Garrett, DG older brother, man, he got game. And like when I first seen you play, man, I'm like, oh shit, like you getting this shit off. Like I'm telling myself, like, shit, I see where DG, got it from. You know what I'm saying? So, but of course we're gonna get into that, man. And number one thing I want to ask you, man, the first thing I'm gonna ask you, is tell us about your upbringing, because a lot of us in the inner city for Milwaukee don't grow up with both parents, and you had a chance to grow with both of your parents, and you got a lot of siblings. How was that for you growing up?
Oh yeah, that was great. Growing up though with both parents is that that is something that's key. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of missing in the city, all over the world though. You know what I'm saying? Growing up with both parents and my family, I'm very family oriented. You know what I'm saying? And having them have my back and knowing that they was there all the time, that was always good for me. You know what I'm saying? When it came to sports and everything, they always try. I know I was a knucklehead, you know what I'm saying? But having that family and that structure like that, you know what I'm saying, it was always good. That was good. That was excellent.
Mm-hmm. And how many of y'all was it?
It was 5 of us. I had 2 older sisters and a brother. One of our sisters, Mia Garrett, she passed a few years ago, you know what I'm saying? But it's 5 of us all together.
Okay. Yeah, and then when DG, with DG being the youngest, because he the youngest, right?
Yeah. I
know you was you hard on him on basketball?
I wasn't hard on him. I wasn't hard on him until I knew that that's something that he wanted to do. Yeah. I never pressured, I ain't never pressure him like that. It wasn't, my dad never pressured me or any of us if that's what we want to do. It's in our blood, but if that's what we wanted to do, and I see that, around that time when when D got about 13 or 14, I knew that he was serious in what he wanted to do, and I could see, his progression, and he was learning, he wanted to learn, and I said, okay, that's when I kind of started pushing the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you grew up in a tough era to me, and your era. Yeah, oh, come on now. I think 05 the best class, though. But I do like y'all era, though. And I that's what I want to bring up though, for real. Nah. Like y'all era, like trickle down to us, like far as just the toughness and all that type of stuff. So I know for me when I played Warren, it was cracking. But I want to know your experience, like, and who you played for, for Warren and stuff.
Warren, I played with Lincoln. I played with Lincoln and Warren.
You did.
That's what I played with. I played with Lincoln because it's different now, like back then, you had Columbia, you know what I'm saying, and 29, 24th and all of them. You had them. Everybody wasn't teaming up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody wasn't teaming up trying to get on the same team. It was more like a competition, though. You know what I'm saying? You want to go on your own team, do your thing, you know what I'm saying, and beat them. You know what I'm saying? To be able to play against the competition and just that, you know, back then we was going to park.
Yeah, that's when it was cracking. I like
That's
that.
That's when, you know, that was the real deal right there. So, you know, it was definitely different. Growing up in our area, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely different, though.
And what age did you start off playing basketball?
Warning, I started age 12, then moved up 12, 14, then 15, 17, then 18, 20.
Okay. And then once you put that basketball in your hand, you know, before the warning and stuff, your dad I believe was in the NBA. When he was in the NBA, like, how was that for you as a kid?
He was actually out of the NBA by the time when I was
I was
born. So, but just growing up around it, and because my dad was still playing, there was a lot of leagues, you know, pro-am leagues in Milwaukee and all of that. So I was with him, like my son go with me all the time to the gym. I was with him all the time, going to gyms and all of that. So he was still going, and it was just a lot of, you know, they were still giving my praise to my dad because he's like, oh man, you know, the NBA guy coming to play, coming to just, you know, play. So that was a unique time, I should say.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Pops in the NBA, man.
Yeah,
like
seeing him put in work though. Dad put in a lot of work on it though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, as far as going to Riverside now, I always ask this because Riverside, especially back in the days, was far as hell. And on the east side. So what made you choose Riverside High School?
True story.
Check, man.
Okay, B house right here.
Check, man.
All right, true. No, I didn't actually. Back then, when we was in middle school, you know, they used to have the high schools come to the school. So then you pick 3 schools.
Yeah.
And you know, at that time, I wanted to go to King. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to go to King or Washington because that was where the basketball was. So, you know, and I just put Riverside third. I just put it down because me and Tay did. You know, me and Tay lived on the east side, from the east side. And so he just put that down. That was our third option. And Shell, that was our third option. So we just was like, we trying to get into King. You know what I'm saying, or Washington.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we was at Riverside. And I actually lived way on Custer, by Custer High School. So I was, you know, surprised that I had to go way to the east side to, you know what I'm saying, for Riverside. And I'm like, oh, okay, well. It wasn't really by choice. Yeah. But this is where we landed. Exactly. And then when I went there, it was actually, I went to Edison Middle School, so it was actually a lot of people from Edison who went there. Okay. So that was kind of a good transition.
Yeah. So, but not going to King in like Washington, because we all know them was household names like growing up.
For sure.
So did that kind of like hurt your spirit? Like, damn, like, do I feel like, am I not good enough or something? Like, did you feel that way?
No, I mean, I didn't feel that way because I just thought that, you know, at that time, I could just get into the school. But, you know, King, your grades had to be good. And my grades wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying, like that. So I was like, oh, I understand. Okay, well, why not Washington? I just didn't get picked for Washington. I was on the waiting list. And, you know what I'm saying, they had a waiting list back then. So I was on the waiting list for Washington. But I just stayed. I mean, once I went to Riverside that first day and I seen, you know, me and Tay seen all our friends and all of that, we like, well, shit, we might as well stay here.
We might as well stay here.
Yeah, so it was cool.
Now, when you went to Riverside, see, when I went to Vincent, I started off playing JV and shit. What did you start off playing when you went to Riverside?
Well, like I said earlier, I was being a knucklehead. I was kind of being a knucklehead. So I'd actually, you know, just be getting to high school and seeing that was like you could say now like a culture shock. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To see all of, then, you know, used to the bell, you seeing all these older people, you know what I'm saying? You're in the school like that. Yeah. And, you know, just, you know, seeing the older girls and women. And I was all, you know, I was known a little bit. I would know like that day, I was that day, you know, this and all that. So it got to my head a little bit. So I didn't play my freshman year. I wasn't eligible. And I just thought that, you know, I was like, man, you know, I ain't want to play. I want to play VAR. Because when we playing, you know, scrimmaging, we eating the varsity up. We like, yeah, but you got to get your grades though, Damon. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. That's the part. That's one thing that I regret. But after that, though, you know what I'm saying? I got the ball going after that. So I ain't playing until my sophomore year. Our JV year, we won JV that year. I think we only lost maybe 2 games.
Okay.
So we was JV, and then we moved up to VAR, and then at that time, we didn't even get moved up.
Wow.
So we played JV all year. We didn't even play no game. Me and Tate and Sheldon, we played JV all year. That was just the coach, you know what I'm saying?
Did y'all have Coach Luckett?
No, it was kind of Coach Worth, RIP, I think he died, but he was the coach for like 40 years. He had already been a coach.
Okay.
So he wasn't moving nobody up. It was just like all he kept was junior seniors. It didn't care. We started the season off like 13, 14-0. Did none of us get moved up?
Yeah.
And it was just like, well, okay, well, there it is.
Yeah, that's that old school.
Yeah, that's an old school mentality.
Yeah, man. Listen, they don't play about that.
No, they don't.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me this, man. RP to Peanut Butter, man. How was it? Well, first explain how was your relationship? Like,
I was one of my best friends though. RP to my nigga though. One of my close friends. We came up together though, and came up since the 6th grade. Playing against each other, and I seen a progression from Tay from 7th grade to 8th grade. It was like you seen a whole different player.
yeah.
Like actually, like that summer, like we used to take him to the Vine Way. I grew up from the L and the Vine Way boys, the LBC, and we used to go up there and just to see his progression from the 7th grade to the 8th grade was tremendous.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna never forget that. Like he got like 10 times better, and I'm like, I got to get the ball rolling, because we used to go out and play our one-on-ones, and I win some, he'll win some, and and I just everybody thought like, oh yeah, that ain't maybe he better than Tay, with this,
Yeah.
and that didn't sit well with him, even though we played together,
Yeah.
they'd always be like, oh DG, say that ain't he better than Tay. Then it came back to 8th grade.
Y'all like neck and neck now. What?
Oh, I'm like, whoa, I got to say, whoa. Yeah, but, RIP to my boy, man. We was real close, I'll say that. We was real close.
Yeah. And speaking of the Vine Way, man, like, I used to go there. Of course, I ain't from the L, man, but I do remember the OGs, y'all, a couple other names playing in there, man. Real good runs, man. Man, like, tell us about them days for y'all. Like, I know you had to be excited to like, days. You know what I'm saying, to go in the gym like I'm about to play against.
Them was the days. I tell you, growing up, Jose, Sanjay, Mike Wilkes, all of them, we all grew up together. We've been playing, we grew up since we was 5, 6 years old. We grew up from the L, every single day. Every single day. It was every single day. You had to be prepared, especially for the summer. Yeah. It was like that's where you got your game from. That's where you got everything was coming from that summer. And by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, after lunch, 1:30, we used to play 4-on-4 on the blue courts. It was the blue courts and there was the white courts on this side. You made it on this court right here, you ready.
Yeah, you ready. You like stand.
And back then, you got to think about it. Games used to be the 16.
2s and 3s?
No.
1s and 2s?
1s.
Wasn't
no 2s.
See, that's the basketball I like, man. So y'all getting after it.
With no 2s. It was all 16 straight. Then after that, it was 13. So you got to be able to come with it. So
you got to be in shape too.
You got to be in shape. I mean, even though the court wasn't as long, it was a side court. Yeah. But you still, and you didn't want to lose. Yeah. You didn't want to lose because you may have to wait a couple games. Trust me. And if you were slacking and you wasn't in your game, you're gonna play on that other side. Yeah. And they're gonna let you know, nah, you ain't playing over here today. You're gonna play over there. Yeah. You ain't ready for this side.
Playing on the white side, right?
You playing on that side.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I just remember back when, like for me, when I was younger, like I looked forward to going to Parkline. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say it was more exciting than high school basketball, but I got that same feel from high school basketball going to Parkline. Did you get that? At one point, did you feel like playing at the L was better than high school basketball?
Definitely.
See, that's why I asked you that.
Playing at the L, definitely with the competitiveness of that was like no other.
Yeah.
Like, that's where you learn that, your toughness, everything. Turn it down, the toughness and all of that. You learned all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then knowing how to, some games being, being clutch. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know if somebody's scared out there. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna call you out on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you getting your ass bust, then you could definitely gonna get called out on it though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the Parkline days, I know you want to get in that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so man, we talked about the L, man, and we know how tough it is playing there and stuff. Yeah, L all day. Yeah. So, but back to Riverside, man. When you got a chance to play varsity, because I'm pretty sure you played varsity your junior year, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What were some of the toughest teams that you had to play, or a certain player that you had to play against, where you like, shit, I gotta come with it?
Always Jose. Always Jose. Jose was, even though we played against each other, I always got to give props to Jose. You know what I'm saying? Jose was one that you got to come with it. You got to come with your shit because he's going to play hard. You know what I'm saying? He's going to play hard. He's going to be at you. You know what I'm saying? And another one, for sure, that I ain't going to say that, somebody was scared. I was scared, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's Mike Wilkes. I don't think that enough people give Mike his praise, his flowers, as I feel like they should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Mike Wilkes was one that you better get your shit together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he coming at you.
Yeah.
He coming at you like no other. Like, he coming at you to score. He coming at you to create. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. Like, I know Jose coming at you to create and get everybody, you know what I'm saying? He can get his shit off, you know what I'm saying? But Mike was coming at you to score and then get everybody else involved. But first, he coming at you to score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But those two, I would say, and just always playing against Tay in practice, because we would make sure that, we always try to make each other better.
Yeah.
Like, we have to play on the same team sometimes in practice, but sometimes we try to go on the opposite team.
Yeah.
So we can just, make it competitive. If our team wasn't, quote unquote, that good or like that. We had about 6 people, 7, that's about it. But, no knock on all of them. They're all my guys, you know what I'm saying? But we had to fill in the rosters. But to make it like that, though, you know what I'm saying? But I will say them two coming up.
Okay.
And being from the L and being from the Vaughn way, it was Johnson Bradshaw. I know probably a lot of people don't know that name because he was R.I.P. to Johnson, but that was a assassin.
Yeah. What school did he go to?
I'm not even sure what school he went to. I don't even know if he even went to school, to be
No,
honest.
okay.
I know he went to middle school. I know he went to Mir or something like that. But I don't even know if he even played. I don't think he played in high school. I think he went to jail then. You know what I'm saying? But Johnson Bradshaw, the people who watch this interview, they know.
Yeah, they know. He was a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's funny. But no, you said, I know, and it's crazy that you bring up Mike Wilkes, because I always heard Jose name, and I know what Mike Wilkes did for the city, and you're right, he don't get a lot of like credit, like when people bring up the Terry Porters and the Spreewell, like I barely, hear about Mike Wilkes' name, but I always hear, but when I do hear his name, I do hear, good things about it. And I also heard too, that I heard y'all was straight at Riverside, but you don't think y'all was that good though?
No, we was good.
That's what.
No, we was good. We was good. I'm saying our whole team.
Yeah.
I was just saying the team. You got to fill out, but we was good. We was straight.
Yeah. What was your record?
We tied for conference. We tied for conference. So we was good. We beat Vincent.
Oh, hold on, with Marshall Williams.
Yeah.
Damn.
We was the only team in the city who beat Vincent. Well, in 96 we beat Vincent by 1 point.
Is that Riverside or Vincent?
At Riverside.
Ooh, I know that game was cracking.
And whenever you get Jose, R.I.P. to Rob, man. Rob was always tough to Rob Yanish. You know what I'm saying? Or you get Ron or James, you talk to him. I still remember the game. This is the play. They did that out of bounds, barking dog play.
Was it to James Wright?
Did James miss it? No, I don't think James was the one who missed it. But I ain't gonna never forget that play because that shit actually worked. And I remember, I think I might have been holding Rob, or I might have been holding Tyrone. and I knew it was like 2 seconds, and they had the ball. It was underneath y'all goal.
Yeah.
And we up 1. Crowd going, back in, and it's going crazy. And I'm thinking, I cannot let this person touch the ball. I can't remember who I'm like.
Yeah.
We in the corner. And I remember we in the corner. And I'm like, hey, I ain't touch the ball. And I know, I was holding Rob. That's who. And I seen Tyrone come. And he just jumped on the ground. And it kind of it kind of startled, you look like, and he just started barking. And it threw everybody off. He was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then everybody paused and just looked. And next thing we know, the ball came in. And I can't remember who missed the layup. I could not remember.
They missed the layup.
Wide open layup. Missed the layup. And that's how we beat y'all by 1 point. Wow. That's how we beat Vincent. The Vincent first year winning it, the state, I can't remember if King or Washington beat them, but I know we was the only other team to beat them.
Oh my God. Dude, I gotta call Jay Wright and Jose.
I cannot remember who missed the layup, but he missed it. They did that play, and I know myself because when I seen him get on the ground and he just just kind of like, huh? And he just started barking. I'm like, and everybody on the team, everybody looked like.
Yeah, to throw y'all off. Yeah.
And next thing you know, the ball came in and missed the layup. And it was like, how you look like, damn, we won. We won. Oh, and that's exactly how. When you talk to them, man, make sure you call me and talk to them. Whenever you call to talk to them,
Yeah, you know what, dude? Hey, I be coaching, man. I'm going to have to steal that play, man, because I'm pretty sure they was in the formation.
Yeah.
Everybody in the crowd probably like, what the heck? To throw y'all off.
Threw us right off. And Tyrone got right on the ground, started barking. I still remember that. I'm telling you to this day. And I can't remember because I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. But I don't remember who missed that layup, but he sure missed that layup, and thank you.
Oh, no, that's funny, dog. I promise you I'm calling him on that one, dog.
Yeah.
No, but being at Riverside, though, did y'all ever get a chance to make a state run? Like go upstate?
Yeah, that year, that was my senior year in '96, because '95 was terrible.
Yeah.
But our senior year, we made it all the way to the game to go up to state. And I think that we took South Milwaukee too lightly. And they had a big white guy, Dan Lewinsky, whatever his damn last name is. He had 20 tore us off. He was about 6'8", 6'9". He had about 29 on us. He tore us off that game. And it was one of them, like you playing, and I still remember, it's a funny story, I still remember telling my teacher, I forget what class it was, I was like, oh, well, I ain't gonna be here next week. We're going upstate. So I'll get that work in. We're going upstate. She was like, well, don't think you guys are. You still got one more game. And I was like, we playing South Milwaukee. We got them.
Yeah.
And next week I was in class. She was like, I thought you were going to be at state. I was like, I might get kicked out that day. Probably see this. Oh, man. But yeah, we made it a good run though. That was our that run right there. We made it all the way to get to that. And the crazy thing is how it was set up was the first game we had to play.
King.
Vincent.
Ooh.
Because Vincent played South Milwaukee the first game. They played the first game. They ended up, how y'all used to get. I think they ended up beating them only by like 4 or 5 because y'all hit the ball. The whole damn fourth quarter.
Look. Everybody think it's a star, Day. It's being smart. I don't know if a lot of y'all seen Diener episode. He explained that because I asked him that question. I'm like, Diener, everybody think we was stalling. He said, no. We had talent, and people want to play zone on us. So, we coming out that zone.
Yeah.
So, but you talking about holding the ball. I mean, your brother played in that same system, man.
I know. He played the same thing, the same exact thing. I hated that. I hated it, but as you get older, you understand it.
Yeah.
So you definitely understand it. And then, it was like, back then, you would say being in the city, coming to the game, playing against Vincent, the game sold out. Anywhere y'all going, it's sold out. So to everybody else, they boo and they woo this. But we wasn't with that. A lot of other, teams, they like, man, well, we finna just go man. I ain't finna get y'all to go chance to go stall the games out. We going man.
Yeah, we going man. We going
because I ain't finna sit here. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we're not finna sit here and we just gonna stay in the zone. They gonna hold the ball. Fun is that?
Yeah, and that's why we need shot clocks on the Midwest.
They definitely need the shot. Definitely need the shot clock.
Shot clock.
35. Get 35 seconds.
35
seconds.
man. These kids got to get used to it anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
definitely
So, so you fell short. All right, lost to South Milwaukee. Big dude had 29 on y'all, so whatever he had. But and I know earlier in your story you were stating that you was a knucklehead and you didn't play your freshman year. And you had a good career. A decent career at Riverside. Did you have any offers? Like, how was your grades leading up to your senior year? They was terrible.
Terrible, I ain't gonna lie to you. But, I did have some offers to go to junior college, to go to junior college and all of that. And if you think back and you think about it, that was one thing I kind of regretted because, it wasn't as live as it is now that, somebody can average 10 points in high school and get a scholarship at D2 or a low D. You just gonna get one.
Yeah.
And the scholarships, it was hard.
Yeah.
Like back then, it was hard. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was hard if you didn't have the grades. It's something you could say. Even if some players who had the grades, it was still kind of hard. The recruiting wasn't as much.
Do you think that because we was on the Midwest, like Milwaukee's small, so you got Vegas, you got Cali, North Carolina.
Yeah, you have that. Yeah, you have that too. And then and I would say that AAU wasn't as big.
Yeah.
Because at our time you had AAU being in the Midwest. I say from Wisconsin we had AAU, and you could play Badger State, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
And we got warning. You know what I'm saying, but it was with the quote unquote how it was. You don't rarely get a college recruiter to come to
a warning game,
a Rose Park. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, no, I ain't getting out the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of it was hard. I would say that coming out even for Dante for Tay, our grades was it wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying, like that. And as talented as he was, you would think that, why he didn't have D1 offers. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of junior colleges, you know what I'm saying? And my guy, Sheldon, we had Sheldon Williams, my boy, he had got a letter from Iowa. And that was like, so big.
Yeah.
That's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? You got a letter in Iowa. And then, Iowa Lakes was always around. MA, you know what I'm saying? You had them, Whitewater, Parkside, you got them around the in-state schools.
Yeah.
But you young, you thinking, man, I'm trying to go to North Carolina. I want to go to Duke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to go. I'm looking for them. And, a lot of even I say like my boy Dre Hicks, he had a scholarship for, what was it? I can't. Where did Shawnee Mack go? What's the name?
Appalachian State.
He had there and New Hampshire. You ain't thinking like, man, I ain't going there.
You thinking the high majors.
And you think you want the high majors. And you just live and you learn, you know what I'm saying? But back then, you wasn't thinking about them.
That's very, very
you
true.
Want Duke, I want them.
Yeah.
So so you wasn't thinking about those other D1 schools that, damn, I could have went there and just killed and just, did my thing. You still playing college basketball, you know what I'm saying? So, but you wasn't thinking back then. And, like Tay didn't get a lot of offers. So he had went to junior college in Kansas. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted me to go there, but, it just, at that time.
Yeah, I was about to say, tell me about that. Because a lot of us, I went to junior college in Minnesota, and that was a culture shock for me, being around different races and all that type of shit.
That, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I took a leap of faith. Did that kind of stop you? No, I want to stay home. This is what I'm used to.
Yeah, that kind of stopped me. And then just being around, at that time, during that time, it ain't nothing to brag about or anything like that. But, I had, friends doing their thing, and I kind of got caught up in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just, kind of some of the street life a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I will vouch for my friend, they try to keep me away from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, you can go and go do that, but y'all still my friends, though. You know what I'm saying? And me being around it just, kind of deterred me a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of went that route a little bit, and I was like, I ain't, I go to school, you know what I'm saying? I go, you know what I'm saying? And after a while, then my dad wasn't having that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had a parents, you know what I'm saying? And my dad wasn't having it. He told me, you finna have to do something.
Yeah.
Or you finna have to go get you a job.
Yeah.
Because you ain't finna just stay out here and be, you know what I'm saying? You finna have, and I didn't want to go get no job like that. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to school. Well, what school you gonna go to? Then, you're like, shit, I don't know.
So that's like, how did MATC come about?
That's why I went to MA. That's how I went to MA at that time. And my dad knew the coach, Matt Goodwin. He was the coach.
Oh, yeah, Matt Goodwin. Yeah.
He was the coach then. So he was coaching then. So it got me in there, you know what I'm saying? It got me in there. But, at that time, I'm way better than MATC.
Yeah, my mama, that's how you feeling,
man, that's how I'm feeling. I didn't want to go here. And, because we was playing for money, you know what I'm saying? I'd go out and go in the hood. We was playing for money. I was getting money, you know what I'm saying? Playing basketball, doing this. And, like I said, the drug dealers, these is my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So they getting games together. I'm winning money. I'm the best person out here. And I'm just like, I'm loving this. This is what it is, though. For me, this is what it is.
Yeah.
But, it's nothing that I, praise on or nothing like that. But, and then, like my dad said, he got me in there. Okay, I'll get in school, And then some of my friends went with me. They came with me to try out for the team because they think because it's, quote, unquote, this MA. I can make this, what I'm saying? With this. So I'm like, all right, But it's still college basketball.
Exactly.
Still got to go through the training and what I'm saying, that week or two without even playing basketball like that. You got to get yourself together, what I'm saying? And that part right there really, my friends fell off from that, what I'm saying? And Matt, what I'm saying, Goodwood, he let it be known, what I'm saying? Mike, I said Matt, Mike Goodwood. But he let it be known, and even because your friends in here playing, don't think that you going to make this team.
Exactly.
And I remember he saying that, and I remember I'm looking at it because my guys like, I know y'all can play a little bit when we playing, but this is a whole different structure. I'm used to this. Yeah. Y'all ain't used to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to it. So when we got there, and being with, I would say, kind of jump ahead a little bit, with my dad, being with my dad who he is, a lot of people expected, and they was putting a lot of pressure on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they wanted, like you got to go to them. Your dad did. You got to, and I wasn't, totally like, because it wasn't right there in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't. I'm trying to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Okay, I know I can play, but I'm still trying to do other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like that. So, and when I got there, I think that Goodwin, it was good. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think that he held me back, and it was putting a lot of pressure on me just because he wanted to see me just say, fuck it, I'm going to go out and do it. But at that time, me being young, I was like, man, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm busting these niggas' ass. I'm killing. You ain't even start me. Like, you didn't even start me, and I just knew I'm not even bragging or anything like that.
You just know you the best motherfucker on the team.
I know I'm the best person out here. I know I am. I'm killing in practice. We went to a preseason game. I'm killing. So I'm thinking like, okay, I can do this. We get to the game. I ain't starting, and then the two guards who were in front of me, I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. And then he put somebody else in before me. Then he put somebody else in before me, another person. So I'm like, well, damn. And, me being a little young, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck this shit, man. At this time. So, I finally get in and do my thing. We come in, like, the assistant coach, he try to tell me, like, yeah, don't worry about it, what with this? So at that time, I'm like, all right. So, I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to keep going, what with this? Then I get to another game, I don't even play.
What? Now, do you think they doing this to test you?
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
You don't know at the time.
I don't know at the
right.
time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But I'm pissed. I'm mad. Now, so we're going to the game. I'm mad. I don't care about none of this, whatever, after the game, whatever. I'm pissed. So I remember, you know what I'm saying, I was like, we had to go up to Minnesota. I can't remember the team we was playing in Minnesota Junior College. But we went up there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dominate this game. He put me in, I'm shooting that ball every time I get it. And I went in there, and I killed that guy. I think that was my high. I think I had probably about 19, 20 off the bench. And I remember the coach coming to me, pulled me, like, and they beat us, you know what I'm saying? He was like, why don't you play you like that? And I was like, shit, I don't know. And I remember he was like, man, you come up here and play. And I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, oh, for real? And I remember the assistant coach come over there, come on, nah,
Yeah, from MA.
Yeah, he's like, nah, come on. And I'm like, thinking to myself, like, he's like, no, I want to get my car, man. You come up here, y'all ain't playing the best player. And I remember the coach just waving him off, and he told me, and I'm just like, well, shit, he right. I need to come to this damn school, like, man, and all of that.
Yeah.
And then we went, and it was like, I think I got in trouble for something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I got in trouble for something, and I went to practice. I ain't even playing on the first team, second team. He put me on the green team with the the jersey, like the subs. And I'm just like, okay, you just doing this too much. You know what I'm saying, for me. Now I remember the next day I get pulled over going to practice.
Oh, shit.
I get pulled over. I'm late to practice. I come in there, man, they played me for like 3 games.
Damn.
And I didn't have that time. I said, man, I'm done with this.
So of course, now that we older now, it seems like they were testing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it could have been, don't quote me, but sometimes, with your dad being a former NBA player, man, they want to make it hard for you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
We don't know
what I'm saying?
that.
But, from the sound of it, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like they were trying to test you. And,
I think they was, and I wasn't mentally strong
at that time. Yeah, exactly.
With the basketball, I wasn't mentally strong like that.
So, how were you able to stay focused being at MA at the crib, and you kind of like one foot in, one foot out with the basketball? And then I know you said you was a little bit in the streets and stuff. Like, was that difficult for you?
It definitely was difficult for me because I really didn't want to let down my parents like that.
Yeah.
Because, I know they had my back and all like that for 100%. So I kept a lot of the other stuff, you know what I'm saying, to the side, away from them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you ain't going to get in trouble for it now. Explaining
I
it
know,
though.
so I know that. And I kept a lot of stuff away from them. So I was just trying to, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? At that time, it just was tough. And because after that, I didn't play. I didn't play basketball. I didn't get to Whitewater till 99. So
Wow.
for a year and a half, 2 years, I wasn't doing nothing. I just dominated in the paint.
In the paint, cracking. We're gonna definitely get to that. You know what I'm saying?
During that time, you know what I'm saying, that was because during that time they had it was 2 sessions. It was a winter session and a summer session.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, at that time I was just doing that and playing for money.
Yeah, and you know what? And speaking of, with you missing that year and a half, playing basketball, like as far as like in a school, was that difficult for you, bro? Like, was you kind of down on yourself, stressed?
It was. Well, I would say I wasn't stressed because I was still playing. I was playing with my friends, you know what I'm saying? I was still playing in little leagues, you know what I'm saying, stuff all like that. So I was still playing, and that was my stress reliever.
Okay.
And I would play, actually, I would go to the Y in the morning, and then I go play at night. So I was playing a whole lot, you know what I'm saying, and just doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? So I was playing, but, it got kind of, it would get to me when, some people be like, man, you need to be playing college. You need to be,
That's what
you
gets
shouldn't
you.
even be playing here. Yeah. And they right.
But you don't want to hear that shit
You
either.
don't wanna hear it.
Yeah, you don't
just
hear
don't
that.
want to hear it. Like, yeah, I know you're right. You know what I'm saying? And they just be like, man, you. And I kept hearing it. I kept hearing it. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you know.
Yeah, and I asked that because I've been through moments like that. Because I tore my ACL, and I was just so ready to get back, to playing basketball. And the reason why I asked you that day is because '99, I want to say Jose's a freshman at Colorado, and then you got these all guys that you done played against. And you done won some battles against them, lost, and now you see them at the Division I level. And that's why I asked, because it's really important to talk about this, so. People may be going through this right now and hearing your story and different other stories, they probably can learn from it. So yeah, I was asking, how that
I
that
mean,
was.
that you be happy for your class and your people who you came with. You happy for them. You know what I'm saying? Like deep down inside, you happy for them. But then like I should be there too. You know what I'm saying? I should be there somewhere around there playing against them still. You know what I'm saying? Playing against them. You know what I'm saying? You still genuinely happy for them, but like you said though, you still had that.
Damn, yeah, man, that
You know
damn.
what I'm saying? That damn. You know, growing up in Milwaukee, shit, the temptation for a lot of stuff is there.
It's there, like a motherfucker, snap of a finger.
Sure.
Yeah. So how did Whitewater come about? So you got a phone call, hey, bro, you want to come to Whitewater? The coach call you, a player
From in the paint.
in the paint. So
that's
what? They came there.
They just heard my name. I dominated in the paint. I dominated in the paint for a good year and a half, 2 years. Before, when I left MA in 97, 98, I left there, I say during that time, I dominated in the paint.
Go ahead and say that shit, man. You was the best motherfucker in the paint.
The teams was good. A lot of teams was good. We wasn't, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't that good. We'd make the playoffs. We'd probably lose. But I dominated that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I killed it. And my name, you know what I'm saying? My name was just ringing throughout that, you know what I'm saying? Just in that. And then shout out the coach of Whitewater Vandermeer at that time, and Pat Miller. Pat, he was an assistant there, and he was hearing it. And then the coach actually, he called my dad. He called my dad and was like, well, we want your son here. And my dad was like, all right, well, what's going on? He was like, all right. So he was like, I want to come see him play, have him get. So he called me and was like, you can get a gym. I was like, yeah. And so at the time I was going to get Parkline, but I think it was closed or something. So I got the L. I can always get the L. So I got the wrong way. And he was like, okay, you'll get me and Craig Harden. He was like, you and Craig, I want y'all to come. So y'all get all the players. So at that time, I'm like, okay, well, shit. I got a few players that was in my class, but I said, well, I got to get some of the younger guys. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had George Highshaw. Mm-hmm. I had him, and I got a lot of that class and a lot of people to come up there and play.
Yeah.
And we was playing that day. It was probably like 15, maybe close to 20 of us, and we balled out. He came up there, and as soon as we got through hooping and all of that, he said, well, can you come next week? And at that time, I'm like, damn.
Damn, like.
It was the beginning of summer. I'm like, well, damn. He's like, yeah, because I want to get you into summer school so you can get enrolled, you know what I'm saying, woo this. And then I'm like, at that time, I'm like, hold on once.
Like, yeah.
I still got some stuff in the city I got to go take care of. And then hold up. My dad like, well, you ready? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to go. I ain't worried about the basketball thing. I'm like, but at that time, I had never been to Whitewater.
Ever.
I ain't never been there.
You never heard of it? You heard about it?
I heard of it. I knew Student and all of them. I heard of it, but I never went there. And I was like, well, how far is it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all that. And then, for that, I think this was maybe a Friday or Saturday. Then on Monday, he was like, come up here. Me and my dad went up there Monday, and I was in school. By Wednesday, I was in school. And it was just like a snap of a finger like that. But, but the thing was, I'm grateful for is that at the time I didn't qualify for no financial aid or nothing.
Wow.
So and then I had to go. I got to pay for this.
Yeah.
So I got to pay for the summer school, and then I got to pay for the semester. So at that time, I ain't gonna say no names either. So I shout out my guys that I had a few friends that, here, you going to go play? Yeah. They gave me some money. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't put it all on my parents like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all of it. Here goes son. You know what I'm saying? And so, so that was a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after because my whole first year there, the summer school and all that. So I know you probably want to get out and want to jump to the store.
No, go ahead, do your thing, bro.
But the summer, I'm coming in, and you got my boy Dre there, Dre Hicks, you got Kev Martin. You know what I'm saying? They got all of them there. You know what I'm saying? So they like, oh, bet. Me and Craig coming in, Craig Hart, we coming in. They like, oh, bet. So I'm coming in thinking that, I'm finna go play. Okay, we finna have a squad.
Oh, shit.
So then I'm thinking, I'm finna go play. At the end of the summer, it was like, well, you got to get, some more grades, so we going to redshirt you your first year.
Okay.
That right there was tough.
That's very tough.
Because I'm thinking that I'm finna go play, finally. I'm finna play. I know I'm finna play. And then you get telling me you finna get redshirted. That was tough for me. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I was just like, man, fuck that. I ain't finna kill no whole year in school, man, and not play. And not do it, just go to practice and then not be playing, man. Fuck that. I ain't feel like, I was like, no. But I talked to my dad, and then I talked to Pat. Pat, he was just like, trust me, it's all gonna work out, you good. You ain't gotta be back, anything can happen back at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything. You know what I'm saying? You 45 minutes away from home, you know what I'm saying? You right here. You can always go back home, you know what I'm saying, if anything, but you staying there, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. And you're going to go play in the paint. What if you don't do anything? Anything can happen to you. You right in the streets, anything. And I'm like, you know what? You right. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me go experience this, college thing, you know what I'm saying? Actually staying on a dorm, staying on the campus. And let me experience this. I was a little older. I was 19, 20 at the time. But it was still, like, yeah, you're right. Let me go do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me thug this out for this whole year. Because it was tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be a red shirt, you still have to, you're on the basketball team.
You traveling and practicing.
I couldn't travel at that time.
Oh, you couldn't travel though. Okay.
But I had to be at practice. You know what I'm saying? And what I found out, you still have to do everything, after that first month. You just, you running. I'm doing all these running, these laps. What am I doing this for? Like, I'm staying in shape. Well, I'm not even playing. But, the thing that got me was that when the season started, I was always the other team's best player.
Yeah, it was the Day show.
I got to be him on Oshkosh. Because he like to down screen. I was just shooting, yeah. So I was that player. I love doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that one made the year kind of go by good. You know what I'm saying? It kind of I was treating practice like games sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I was able to play intramurals on the campus.
Oh my God! What you average 40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 40. They made actually. I had to show it to you. Dude did a documentary on our intramural season.
Wow! I need to see that. Is it on YouTube or?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Garrett when we done though, but see exactly where it's at. But he did it. He got highlights and all of that.
Oh yeah, I need to see that. Yeah. So that we so you redshirted and you fucked up intramurals and did all that type of stuff. That following year, well, before we even get into the following year, bro, how much did you use that time like redshirting to like focus on school? See, we know you was in practice like kicking their ass and shit, but like were you able to like get on path with school while you got that redshirt year?
Yeah, that helped too though. You know what I'm saying? It helped. Just staying. Let me just get the school thing right so they won't have nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna say nothing to me. They can't say shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get these grades right. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So it was that helped me. That helped me focus more on the goal. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted to. Like I gotta. I had to get a certain point
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A grade point and keep this up to be able to play next year. And, you know, I ain't coming here just to sit around and just do nothing. Yeah, I'm finally into college basketball. I'm here.
Yeah.
So I got to make the best of it. And that's what I did, though. You know what I'm saying? So that was just to focus on my school, get that right. And it was just a lot of time where I can just really just play basketball. Like, I would just practice. So all I would do, I would be in the gym, practice. It was whitewater, though. You know, at the time, you know what I'm saying, I had a girlfriend and all like that, but it was still whitewater. And I was, shit, it's cold days, I'm going to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I'm going to go hoop.
Now, was Whitewater still a party school then?
Definitely.
Listen, I went to one party, man, and I remember they was trying to recruit me. I said, no, I can't do this. Nah, I got to focus on basketball.
I could see, you know what I'm saying, as years came on, like, you know, as came on, people, that was part of the reason why people would go to Whitewater. Because, you know, our parties was live. I ain't going to lie to you. On Thursday and Saturdays, our parties was live. Our parties was the shit, though. I ain't going to lie to you.
Yeah, I heard all the stories, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. I respect anybody who went to fucking Whitewater, bro. I really do, bro.
And then you want to say, I want to say, to rewind back a little bit.
Yeah.
You was talking about Parkline.
Yeah.
Like going up to Parkline. And during that time, from MA to before I went to Whitewater, then was my Parkline days too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, then my Parkline days. So it was, like you said, going up to Parkline, that was equivalent to shit. Man, we finna go to a high school game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like Monday, we didn't go on Fridays like that. But I'm gonna say Monday through Thursday, every single day I look forward to playing against some of the high school cats and all of that coming up there.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock, 6:30, and everybody came up there. It was a time when Vincent came, they whole 5. They had it was James, Marshall. I think Jose and Rob didn't come. I think they had George, Boo, and
Qmont?
It might have been Qmont, but I know that the schools sometimes would come with they team, with their players though. Like with JD and Tobias, you know what I'm saying, all them, they would come up there and you know what I'm saying, everybody from Washington, you know what I'm saying, they would come up there. But the thing was, you come up the Parkline to go play against that now.
You was the one, you had the target on your back.
to play against them because, you know, they didn't start the gym until we got there.
Wow. Was B still up there?
Yeah.
B still doing it, dog. Because he did it when I was hooping.
B used to be playing, though. B used to play. He used to play.
Okay.
You know, so he used to play too, though. But I know that it's a lot of people that can vouch for me. They didn't start playing basketball until we got up there.
So people can be up there just shooting around, stretching out?
It would probably be 30 people over there shooting around. And they knew when we came in, oh, okay, now we can go.
Now we can hoop, yeah.
Even if the gym started at 6:30, I don't remember, it's one of them. And sometimes we'll be 15, 20 minutes late. Because, you know, you know, and then they still wouldn't start. Like, seriously, they still wouldn't start until we got in there. So during that time, during like I'll still say 99, 2000, 2001, even when I was in Whitewater, 98 to about 02.
02.
Them was
It was the
time.
days, lit.
Parkline was the time. They need to retire my jersey. Need to put my name up there, dude. I know my name up there.
Yes.
I know it is.
Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, man. Shout out to B, too, man. Like, B, that's my homie, man. Like, he always showed love every time I came to Parkline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you actually played at Whitewater, was TJ Awesomeburger on that team? Or no?
He was gone. TJ was gone.
Oh, TJ's older than you?
TJ is a year older than me.
A year older.
He didn't play with me. He didn't play with me though. We had Jake Walters, if you remember that. Jake Walters, Aubrey Lewis Byers. You remember, Aubrey was a beast.
Okay.
He was a beast. You know what I'm saying? That was our go-to.
Oh, that was
our
a go-to
guy. He
okay.
was from, where was Aubrey from? I forget what those town he was from. Janesville.
Janesville, Craig. Yeah. Or just Janesville.
Aubrey was a beast, though.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
And when you started your first years actually playing basketball for Whitewater, overall, how would you say your Whitewater career was?
It was fun. It was good.
Yeah.
I had a good couple of years I played at Whitewater. It was good. We won back-to-back conference titles. You know what I'm saying? So I say I got me a couple of conference titles. That was college basketball is college basketball. I will recommend that for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even at whatever level, you know what I'm saying, you want to go play, you should go to college and go play basketball because it's, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is. And even with Whitewater being at D3 at the time, and you know, at that time, you know, he played D3. He ain't, you know.
Yeah.
But it's still this is a top notch in the whole country. It's the best Division III in the country. Yeah. And I didn't know that until getting there, you know what I'm saying? And the competition was good though. You know what I'm saying? It was good. Like playing Oshkosh, River Hills and all them schools, all like that. And Superior.
Yeah,
you know,
Superior.
And
Stevens Point, yeah.
Stevens Point, you know what I'm saying? That was good competition. But overall, I think my college career, Whitewater was pretty good. It was fun.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. Now, after that, because, you know, Whitewater only 45 minutes, did you have thoughts of playing overseas? Or did you just feel like what was your mindset after leaving Whitewater?
It wasn't the recruiting and things like that. It wasn't available like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would vow just to say, I bring up the name Aubrey. He was a guy who was supposed to go make some money, for sure, playing basketball. He led our team in scoring. He killed in Janesville. He led, you know, Whitewater scoring for 2-3 years, being there. He was 6'4", but he should have, and he never was recruited. Like, nobody came from overseas. Nobody came from the ABL, the MCBA, you know what I'm saying? None of that. He never was recruited. So it was kind of hard. If you wasn't putting your name in the draft, you don't know where you're going to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never got an opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? To go overseas, to go to a camp. Like, you can go to a camp or go somewhere now and a team ain't shit anywhere. Yugoslavia might just be there and they might want you to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
that's facts.
We did not have that.
Yeah.
You know, we did not have that. You had to know somebody in order to even get a crack in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was it's a different era. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's a little bit more, it's kind of easy.
It's kind of easy, bro.
Yeah.
You put up a little highlight tape, put it on YouTube, Instagram.
You average 10 points and you probably can go make you $60,000, $70,000 over somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it wasn't as easy as it is now. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of, you know, at that time, if I ain't making the league, then.
Shit, yeah, that's true. yeah, that's true. So, this is my absolutely first time asking anybody this. And somebody told me, like, man, I think you should start asking these questions, you know, because we all went through it. Whoever played basketball, not even basketball, but just sports in general. The transition, bro, after basketball. And what I mean by that, like, you knew after Whitewater, like, shit, if I ain't going to the league, shit. You know what I'm saying? It is, I'm playing in the paint, Parkline, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. How was that transition, life after basketball? Because, you know, most of us got to get a job, work 9 to 5, pay bills. Yeah, how was that for you?
That was tough because you come to the realization that you ain't going to play in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you're not. So you got to kind of buckle down on life. You know what I'm saying? And what is going to be next? Am I going to be a 9 to 5 person, or I'm going to, you know, go the other route, or I'm going to stay in the streets and just do my thing out here and just do it and just take them risks, or, you know, you're going to start a business, start something new. You know what I'm saying? You know, those things got to come into play. Yeah. Because, you know, your dream, you can't say it's crushed, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, you kind of swallow your pride a little bit, and you got to just say, okay, well, life ain't stopping. So, you know what I'm saying, you got to just think of what's next. You know what I'm saying? And just think of, you kind of put basketball at the over here on the wayside for a second and just think about what's next in life.
Yeah. Damn, that shit is deep though, ain't it, bro?
You know what I'm saying? You really got to think about that, because now, you know what I'm saying, and at that time, you know what I'm saying, as far as, like you said though, yeah, I would have, man, I'm telling you, I would have had me a 10-year, 15, just like my brother, you know what I'm saying, playing overseas, you know what I'm saying, and playing over there if the recruiting and the, you know what I'm saying, if it was able to do that, because I don't care what it would have been. If somebody in China, Japan would have said, hey, you can come over here and play, I'm going. I would have went.
Yeah.
You finna pay me this? Yeah, if I'm finna go play basketball and get paid to play basketball, yes, I'm going. And those opportunities just wasn't there at the time. It just wasn't.
Yeah. But you still did something good that day, and I don't think, well, I ain't gonna say I don't think but just know that like people like me and many others, seen, you being not just the older brother of DIANTE Garrett, but also his mentor. You know what I'm saying? So mentoring, Slim, like how was that for you, knowing that like, basketball, the NBA is behind you, like, but now you got your little brother. Like, how was it being his mentor and teaching him the game and, you know what I'm saying, things to watch out for? Like, how was that for you?
Yeah, that was good. You know what I'm saying? That was something that I look forward to, coming out being a big brother. And, like I said, him wanted to be, when I seen that he wanted to be serious about it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to push you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to push you. Like my dad would do it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to push you as being a brother, because I'm out here. Like my dad ain't playing or seeing what's going, he know it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm out here. I'm still active and still playing a little bit too, you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing it, and then just to keep pushing him and his work ethic and what you got to do if you really want to go make it. You know what I'm saying? You just have to. And then, take him to them grueling one-on-ones where, nigga, I'm not letting you beat me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take it easy on you so you can just be like, oh yeah, I beat my brother. No. He'll tell you that to this day. I'm not finna let you beat me. It's plenty of days he threw the ball at me. He got mad at me. You know what I'm saying? And all that because, I'm not letting you win. I'm not. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that toughened him up, and, just to see that, all coming to play, him progressing over the years and seeing it. I'm loving that. I'm seeing the the ball going, and at that time he probably could tell you that I was like, it's going, just keep going, just keep following, just keep going. Don't worry about it, just keep going. It's coming. It's just keep going, because I'm seeing the game change. I'm seeing how the recruitment is, and the opportunities, that different ways you can see it. And I'm like, shit, it just wasn't there for me, so I know it's there for you. I can expose you to all of this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Get into all of this and just play your game. Just don't even worry about it. It's all going to come. But, I love it.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry that I see you, like, after seeing you play, right? Like I told you earlier, I said, I know where the fuck DG get it from. So were you working on his ball handling and all that type of stuff? Or was it just like DG picked up the ball and just like...
No, he picked it up. He was damn near getting on my nerves because he used to dribble so much. That's all he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Then when the and one, when the and one tape first came out, and I remember I moved to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? I was living in Atlanta with my sister, you know what I'm saying? And I was at Run and Shoot. And that's when I first seen it. And I'm like, what is this?
The A1 shit, yeah.
This is skip. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, and I remember I bought it. And I was like, yeah, let me buy this. And I bought it. And D probably watched that tape probably 1,000,000 times. He broke the tape. He watched it so many times. He broke that tape. In the VHS tape.
Yeah.
He broke that mother watching so many times. But keeping him, he just, it's in us. It's in us, not on us. You know what I'm saying? It's just in us there. He always been around the game and all that. You know what I'm saying? He just stayed with the basketball. That's all he did. And I knew that, okay.
But yeah, a lot of people always say though, you know, like I said, I know we two different eras and age brackets and stuff, but a lot of people say like, dude, DG got his handles from his brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I have to ask you, like, man, did he get the handles from you, man? So I'm already knowing. But shout out to my dog Slim, man, little bro, man. Yeah. But the day that Slim made it to the NBA, all right? So for me, you know, DG, when he was a sophomore, I want to say I was a senior. For me, and you know, he little bro, but he ain't blood little bro, like, you know what I'm saying, like he is for you. When he made it to the NBA, I was like emotional. I didn't cry, but I was like, I seen DG get better every year. Yeah. You know, I remember him being like, people don't even know DG was kind of short his freshman and sophomore year, and then he got taller, he got better. You know, and we, you know, seeing him at Iowa State and then making it, you know, to the NBA. How was that for you and the fam, man? Especially you, dog. Like, how did that make you feel, man?
Emotional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was emotional because it was. You made it. All of this, you know, the work we put in, and I know the work that you put in because he worked super hard. I ain't gonna lie, he worked super hard, and it was a little deterred when he didn't get drafted.
Yeah.
But it was like right after, before the draft was even over with, you know what I'm saying, that the teams was calling. Like, we want you to come to training camp. You know, you come to training. The draft wasn't even over yet. And I think it was maybe like 5-6 picks left. And, you know, seeing his name still on there, the best available, you know what I'm saying, with this. But, you know, and I remember TJ telling me, and Fred, Coach Fred, he would say, I kind of don't want him to get picked, you know what I'm saying, because now you can pick and choose your team. Because if you get picked, just throwing out there, if you get picked by the Pistons, then you stuck with the Pistons. You know, at the 49th pick, you stuck with them.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? So, but then if you don't get picked, you can kind of weigh your options and see where, okay, they only got 13 on their roster, so they got 2 spots on here. You know, your agent, you know, you can kind of maneuver with that. And, you know, that's what TJ, you know, was kind of telling me. So I was like, you know, you get a little like, damn, like because you want it, you know, the goal of, you want to hear your name. I don't care when it is, if it was the last pick, you want to hear your name. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with that was, you know what I'm saying, because he came to me like, well, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to a training camp. I don't know which one I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going, so I was kind of like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So let the draft, you know, picks be over with. Okay, so then, you know, they flew him out the next morning. He was gone. You know, so he was gone the next morning, and him, you know, making it to that training camp and doing it, you know, it was one thing I told him. I said, listen, you got all these guys there. You got older dudes. You making that team, you taking money, food off their table. You know what I'm saying? So they not going to let you. I don't care what it is, D. You bust their ass and you work hard. You work harder than them. Whatever they doing, if they knowing that they on contract, they knowing they good, so they half-ass, let them half-ass, not you. Don't you follow suit on that, you know what I'm saying, even though that, you know what I'm saying, they might be half-ass and might be just be talking to you. No. Yeah, you can be talking to me, but I'm still going 100%. You might go 85, I'm going 100 because I got to get it. Yeah. I got to make this team. You know what I'm saying? And him doing that, he did, you know, his progress. And, you know, they was telling him, yeah, they did good in practice. He hooping, he doing this, move this. And it came down to them, you know, them final cuts. And, you know, they cut a couple other players. They cut another guard, I forget his name. And I thought that he maybe, because he was kind of good in college, I thought he probably made it. He was going to make it. But they cut him. And they cut somebody else. So I'm like,
slim up.
Shit, I'm like, damn, I don't want to get cut, you know, with this. So then I remember he called me and was like, shit, I made it. Damn. That was emotional. That was an emotional moment, you know what I'm saying? Because I was living in Miami at that time, you know what I'm saying? So that was an emotional moment and all of that, and then just to see him actually put that on, and then his first game he actually put it on was against the Heat. Scored his first 2 points. And you see that, I ain't gonna lie to you though, that was the time I did cry.
Yeah.
To actually see him score his first 2 NBA points.
Yeah, bro. I know that had to feel good, bro.
I cried. I'm not even.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna front for the world. Though. I cried.
Yeah, man, I would too, man, because seeing him in the NBA and others, you know, Marcus Landry played in the league.
Yeah.
But just seeing, like, DG, bro, like, I'm like, damn, Slim made it to this motherfucker, bro. Like, he made, like, that's cold to me.
You made it. You went through the grueling process of actually making the team.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So because you didn't get picked and they did that, you actually had to go and go make it. And that's something that should be something for a lot of this new generation and a lot of these young cats. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell D, you can kind of tell your story a little bit though. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these cats need to know that though. You know what I'm saying? They need to know that you had to go through that 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That was grueling where you didn't know. Every time you go into the gym, you don't know if they finna call you and hey, Garrett, you know, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still working, and I think that a lot of these kids it'll benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, to see that they're like, okay, they actually see that they know you're still playing and you know, but to know that you went through that and it's like, oh, okay, well, shit. I can do that too, huh?
Man, no, man. I remember when I first interviewed DG, he was the first episode. I remember him saying, like, man, you got that little crack, bro, and you got to slide through that bad boy. And man, he is not lying, man. From all the stories I heard from, you know, guys, you know, that went the NBA route. You know what I'm saying? So,
sure.
Yeah. And, man, I know, and this is another thing, too, man. This is the number one thing that I hate about podcasting, and you can cut me off at any time, bro. And I know earlier you stated that you lost your sister. You know what I'm saying? And I know that was very, very difficult for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So with DG, you know, having his successful basketball career and, you know, y'all so family oriented, you know, when you lost your sister, like, did that put you in a depression? Like how did that make you feel?
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to put in what state you was in, you know what I'm saying, at that time, because it's like shocking.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, all your emotions running through because it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying, you lost somebody.
Yeah.
They never gonna be here again though, you know what I'm saying, never see them physically, you know what I'm saying, like that. And that was tough for the family, you know what I'm saying, as a whole, because we never went through anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I say personally, I've, you know, just a sister.
Yeah.
You know, one of your friends, and just a sister, and just to see that, you know, it was tough. And before then, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, she was in the hospital for like 3 years before then, 3 or 4 years. So just to see that every single day. Yeah. And that was, you know, part of during that time, that's why I had to move back from Miami, because I was living in Miami for 6-7 years. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back because it was kind of grueling on my parents. You know, indeed, doing his thing, he couldn't be there, you know what I'm saying, like that. But, you know, my mom still got to take care of my niece and nephews, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And I just, you know, with them being older, I'm like, well, I got to I got to go back home. You know what I'm saying? I just have to, you know what I'm saying? I had to kind of put a halt on my life, you know what I'm saying, what I was doing, and just go back home and just kind of be there, because, you know, it was tough. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough.
Yeah, man. And thank you for sharing that, bro.
For sure.
I know that's, I don't know if you know this, so your parents' next door neighbor, you know Joseph Weaver? Mm-hmm. My best friend is his son, Jadon Weaver. So I go over there a lot, and I just remember meeting your sister and having to talk with your dad, and him not even knowing that I know so much about him. You know what I'm saying? So just being over there, I seen like how close y'all all are, and plus like you and DG relationship. So, you know, it's always tough to lose anybody, and definitely, you know, with that being your sister, I want to ask you that, man. I really do appreciate you, you know, sharing that, man. So, But I do have a couple more questions before I let you go, bro. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You let me, hold you and your son hostage for like 2 hours, man. I appreciate
Don't
that.
work out, man. It's Sunday, man. We ain't missing nothing.
Yeah. Basketball and football on and stuff, though. Yeah. So one of the questions I want to ask you is, now that you older and mature and wiser now, what would Damon Garrett today tell the younger Day?
What I would tell myself, I have to give myself an age. What I would tell myself at like 18 is that work a little bit more harder.
Yeah.
I would tell myself that. Hold on, guys. Work a little bit more harder, and knowing that your day will come, you know what I'm saying, but you still have to work a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? You just have, because I would say, like I said, I admit I was a knucklehead, you know what I'm saying? I worked on my game, I practiced, I did all of that, you know what I'm saying? I did my time by myself and stuff all like that. I did all of that, you know what I'm saying? But I will admit I probably wasn't going 100%, you know what I'm saying, like I should have been, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And I would say, don't let some of your outside influences your decision.
Yeah.
All bullshit aside, though, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of just coming up, you can be younger, you know what I'm saying, but just don't let the outside influences influence you to go this way when you know you shouldn't go that way, but you still went that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know better than that.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I would definitely tell myself.
I like that. I ain't gonna cap. Now, last one, bro.
Sure.
And don't be biased, man. Who winning the NBA Finals this year? NBA just started, so.
Who gonna win the finals? The Lakers.
Dude, I got Lakers. But I got them like, who I got? I got Bucks. Who did I say? I said Bucks. I know I got Lakers third. I forgot who's second. But yeah.
I got the Lakers, and I definitely want the hometown. But I will say, I wasn't too high on Denver last year. I wasn't.
Yeah.
But to watch them play, even coming to watch a couple games this year, to watch them play, it's going to be tough to beat them.
It's going to be tough. They play basketball the right way. They run their sets.
And you got Joker. You know what I'm saying? And they play, like you said, they play basketball the 100% correct way. It does not even matter who getting off. It doesn't matter who, you know what I'm saying, getting shots. It doesn't matter. Just watching them, you can tell that they is jailed.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like for real. Like you can watch it like I said, I want the Lakers. I've been a Laker fan and I always been a hometown Bucks fan. So I always want them to win. That's why I said the Lakers. I ain't gonna be, but I'm just saying the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So, but to watch other teams, you watch the NBA, you watch other teams, you see it. They don't look like Denver.
No, they don't.
They don't. And then what I thought that, you know what I'm saying, with them losing, I think that Bruce
Brown.
Brown was big, them losing him, but shit, they kind of the other players kind of picked up the, you know what I'm saying, the slack on that.
Yep.
And you get other players who come in to fill that role. And I'm just watching this like, damn, they know each other. And like it's crazy though. It's not a comparison. You know what I'm saying? But when I play with my guys, like, you know what I'm saying, shout out Tori, Shay, Greg, Nate, RP to my nigga Bruce. You know, we jailed. They knew that I know what they're going to do. And that's how they look. They know where somebody's finna cut back up. I know he finna pull up. I know he finna do and go do this.
Yep.
And it's crazy to see. I'm like, dog.
Are they tough? Man.
They tough.
They tough. Yeah. But man, listen, man. There y'all have it, man. Y'all got the Milwaukee legend, man, Levon Wade legend, man, Parkland legend, man. Y'all give it up, man, and show love, man. Make sure y'all tune in, like, comment, and subscribe this video, man.
sure, man.
And I appreciate you again, Day, man, for coming to the Barcode Podcast 414, bro.
All love, man. All love.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I need that film too, bro.
For sure. I got you.
Okay.